The story of Siddhartha Gautama, who later became known as the Buddha, is one of profound transformation, self-discovery, and enlightenment. Born into a royal family in the 6th or 5th century BCE in present-day Nepal, Siddhartha was shielded from the hardships of life by his father, who hoped he would become a great king rather than a spiritual leader. However, destiny had other plans for him. Despite being surrounded by luxury, Siddhartha felt a deep restlessness. He longed to understand the nature of human suffering and its cause. His journey toward enlightenment began when he ventured outside the palace and encountered the four sights: an old man, a sick man, a dead body, and an ascetic. These encounters shattered his illusion of worldly pleasures and made him realize that suffering is an inevitable part of human existence. Determined to find the truth, Siddhartha renounced his royal life, left his wife and newborn son, and embarked on a spiritual quest. He studied under several prominent teachers and mastered their techniques, but he remained unsatisfied. He practiced extreme asceticism, depriving himself of food and water to the point of near death, believing that self-mortification would lead to enlightenment. However, he soon recognized the futility of this approach. Realizing that neither indulgence nor severe deprivation was the answer, he adopted the middle way, a balanced path between self-indulgence and self-denial. One fateful night, Siddhartha sat under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, India, vowing not to rise until he attained ultimate wisdom. As he meditated, he faced intense inner struggles and temptations from Mara, the demon of illusion who sought to derail his journey. Despite Mara's attempts to distract him with fear, desire, and doubt, Siddhartha remained steadfast. He delved deep into his consciousness, recalled his past lives, and gained insight into the nature of existence. As dawn broke, he achieved enlightenment, becoming the Buddha, the awakened one. He realized the four noble truths: that suffering, dukkha, is an inherent part of life, that desire and attachment cause suffering, that suffering can end, and that the Eightfold Path leads to liberation. The Eightfold Path became the foundation of his teachings, offering a practical guide to ending suffering and attaining inner peace. It consists of right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Each element of this path fosters ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom, leading to a state of enlightenment known as Nirvana. Over the next 45 years, the Buddha traveled across India, spreading his message of compassion, mindfulness, and liberation. His teachings transcended social status, gender, and caste, emphasizing that anyone, regardless of background, could achieve enlightenment through diligent practice and self-awareness. Buddha's path to enlightenment remains profoundly relevant in the modern world, where materialism, stress, and existential crises dominate human experience. In an age characterized by technological advancements, economic disparities, and environmental crises, his teachings offer timeless wisdom for cultivating inner peace, ethical living, and mindfulness. The concept of the middle way, for instance, encourages balance in an era of extremes between overindulgence in consumerism and excessive austerity in personal or professional life. As people struggle with work-life balance, Buddha's approach reminds us that neither excessive ambition nor complete detachment is ideal. Rather, a harmonious existence leads to true contentment. Mindfulness, a key aspect of Buddha's teachings, has gained immense popularity in contemporary psychology and wellness practices. Meditation techniques derived from Buddhist traditions are now widely used to manage stress, anxiety, and depression. Scientific studies have shown that mindfulness meditation enhances emotional regulation, increases focus, and promotes overall well-being. In a fast-paced world where distractions are abundant, the practice of mindfulness helps individuals cultivate presence and awareness, reducing impulsive reactions and fostering a deeper connection with oneself and others. Furthermore, the ethical principles of the Eightfold Path serve as a moral compass in navigating modern societal challenges. Right speech, for instance, emphasizes honesty and kindness in communication, a crucial virtue in an era of misinformation and online toxicity. Practicing right action and right livelihood encourages individuals to engage in ethical professions and contribute positively to society. In a time when corporate greed and environmental degradation threaten the planet, Buddha's teachings advocate for a conscious approach to work and consumption, urging people to consider the broader impact of their actions. Buddha's insights into suffering and attachment also offer valuable lessons for modern relationships and personal growth. Many people today seek happiness in external achievements, material possessions, or romantic relationships, only to find themselves disillusioned when these sources of joy prove fleeting. The Buddha taught that true happiness arises from within, independent of external circumstances. By understanding the impermanence of all things, individuals can cultivate resilience and inner peace, freeing themselves from the cycle of constant craving and disappointment. In addition, the principles of compassion and nonviolence espoused by the Buddha are increasingly relevant in a world plagued by conflict, discrimination, and social divisions. His teachings encourage empathy and understanding, urging people to transcend differences and recognize the shared humanity in others. In an era of political polarization and cultural clashes, practicing loving kindness, metta, and compassion, karuna, can foster unity and healing, promoting peace on both personal and global scales. The Buddha's rejection of blind faith and dogma also aligns with the modern emphasis on critical thinking and personal inquiry. He encouraged his followers to test his teachings through personal experience, rather than accepting them blindly. This rational and experiential approach to spirituality resonates with contemporary seekers who value reason and scientific inquiry. As people explore various philosophical and spiritual traditions, Buddha's emphasis on self-exploration and direct realization provides a flexible and pragmatic framework for personal growth. Moreover, the idea of interconnectedness, central to Buddhist thought, is particularly significant in the context of globalization and environmental sustainability. The understanding that all life is interdependent fosters a sense of responsibility toward the planet and future generations. The Buddhist principle of non-harming, ahimsa, encourages sustainable living, urging individuals to make mindful choices that reduce suffering for all beings. As climate change and ecological destruction threaten life on Earth, Buddha's wisdom offers guidance on living harmoniously with nature and embracing a lifestyle of minimal harm. In conclusion, Buddha's path to enlightenment is not merely a historical narrative, but a timeless blueprint for personal and societal transformation. His journey from a sheltered prince to an awakened teacher illustrates the profound potential for growth and self-realization within every individual. In the modern world, where stress, greed, and division often dominate, his teachings offer a sanctuary of wisdom, guiding people toward balance, mindfulness, ethical living, and compassion. By integrating his insights into daily life, individuals can navigate challenges with greater clarity, cultivate lasting inner peace, and contribute to a more just and harmonious world. Whether through meditation, mindful living, or ethical choices, the relevance of the Buddha's teachings endures, illuminating a path toward genuine happiness and enlightenment in contemporary society.